The University of South Africa prides itself for being the African university, shaping futures in the service of humanity. We congratulate all our students for having walked this journey with us. And today, we celebrate you for having successfully completed your qualifications. To you we say, Halala. To all our graduates and diplomandi in this ceremony, please pay attention to the following instructions. For degree qualifications, a graduations officer will signal degree candidates to rise and approach the stage. You will need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand with your hood already draped over your shoulders. One of the official photography officers will take the yellow photography card from you. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up onto the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand in your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. You will then proceed towards the Chancellor, Vice Chancellor or Acting Vice Chancellor and kneel with your right knee on the stool. At this point, your degree will be conferred. You will then proceed to the next official who will congratulate you by shaking your hand. Continue towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Turn and face the audience and remember to stand on the mat with feet markers in front of the registrar and smile for the camera. A second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table at the far right to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. For postgraduate and undergraduate diploma candidates, you will also be wearing your hoods before entering the hall. You will be signaled by a graduations officer to rise and approach the stage. You need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up to the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. Proceed towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Stop in front of the registrar and stand on the mat with feet markers. Turn and face the audience. Your second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table on the far right of the stage to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area, where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. We hope that you will enjoy this occasion. The University of South Africa prides itself for being the African university, shaping futures in the service of humanity. We congratulate all our students for having walked this journey with us. And today, we celebrate you for having successfully completed your qualifications. To you we say, Halala. To all our graduates and diplomandi in this ceremony, please pay attention to the following instructions. For degree qualifications, a graduations officer will signal degree candidates to rise and approach the stage. You will need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand with your hood already draped over your shoulders. One of the official photography officers will take the yellow photography card from you. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up onto the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand in your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. You will then proceed towards the Chancellor, Vice Chancellor or Acting Vice Chancellor and kneel with your right knee on the stool. At this point, your degree will be conferred. You will then proceed to the next official who will congratulate you by shaking your hand. Continue towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Turn and face the audience and remember to stand on the mat with feet markers in front of the registrar and smile for the camera. A second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table at the far right to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. For postgraduate and undergraduate diploma candidates, you will also be wearing your hoods before entering the hall. You will be signaled by a graduations officer to rise and approach the stage. You need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up to the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. Proceed towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Stop in front of the registrar and stand on the mat with feet markers. Turn and face the audience. Your second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table on the far right of the stage to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area, where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. We hope that you will enjoy this occasion. The University of South Africa prides itself for being the African university, shaping futures in the service of humanity. We congratulate all our students for having walked this journey with us. And today, we celebrate you for having successfully completed your qualifications. To you we say, Halala. To all our graduates and diplomandi in this ceremony, please pay attention to the following instructions. For degree qualifications, a graduations officer will signal degree candidates to rise and approach the stage. You will need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand with your hood already draped over your shoulders. One of the official photography officers will take the yellow photography card from you. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up onto the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand in your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. You will then proceed towards the Chancellor, Vice Chancellor or Acting Vice Chancellor and kneel with your right knee on the stool. At this point, your degree will be conferred. You will then proceed to the next official.
By virtue of powers vested in me as acting Vice-Chancellor, I constitute this gathering a congregation of the University of South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, we request you to join us in silent prayer or meditation to give thanks for the achievements being celebrated on this occasion. Please bow your heads. Thank you. You may be seated. Let me first recognize His Excellency Dr. Thabo Mbeki, Chancellor of UNISA and former President of the Republic of South Africa, Principal and Vice-Chancellor Professor Lenkabula, the Chairperson of Council Dr. Musia, and members of Council in absentia. Members of Executive Management and Extended Management of the University in attendance, Executive and Deputy Executive Deans from various colleges present, esteemed dignitaries, friends of UNISA in attendance this afternoon, college academics, professional and support staff, unisons, parents, grandparents, aunts, siblings, spouses, friends, family, and may I also include boyfriends and girlfriends accompanying our graduates. And of course, our graduates and diplomats from the class of 2024, if they are here, and also class of 2025, soon to be the alumni of the University of the Land, UNISA. It gives me a great pleasure to extend a warm greeting and heartfelt welcome to each one of you in this momentous occasion of your graduation ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Matshidiso Molapo, Acting Vice Principal Strategy, Risk and Advisory Services, officiating this afternoon's ceremony on behalf of our Principal and Vice-Chancellor, Professor Lenkabula. We are currently busy with graduations all over the country. The principal could not be part of this one. With me on the stage, we have colleagues who will be presiding jointly with me in this ceremony. And from the registrar's portfolio, we have the Deputy Registrar, Student Administration and Student Information, Ms. Liana Jobert, and Mr. M. Nkwang, who is the Regional Director of the Western Cape region. From the College of Human Sciences, we have Professor T.D. Mashao, who will deliver the Chancellor's address, and also with me on the stage, I'm with the college, with the academics and college representatives. From the College of Human Sciences, we have Professor T.D. Mashao, who is the Deputy Executive Dean, Professor J.E. Maritz, Dr. N. Maleb, Professor A. Vanikek, Professor N. Talib, Dr. G. Ismail. From the College of Law, we have Professor Budeli Namakonda, who is the Executive Dean, Professor S.A. Mabudusha, and from the College of Economic and Management Sciences, we have Professor M.C. Mlauzi, who is the Deputy Executive Dean, Professor O.M. Lidimu. College of Science, Engineering and Technology, we have Professor N. Nketo, Professor H. Lotrit, Dr. B. Tsime, Professor H.S. Clayton. From the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, we have Professor N.O. Mapoli, who is the Acting Executive Dean, Professor M. Mabelebele, Dr. S. Nenwini. College of Education, we have Professor M.E. Magwe, who is the Executive Dean, Professor A.S. Mawela, Professor P.K. Mudau. College of Accounting Sciences, we have Professor T.C. Mudisani, who is the Deputy Executive Dean, Professor A.A. Feinroyen, who is a college rep. From the Graduate School of Business Leadership, we have Professor N.B.W. Mlitwa. From the College of Graduate Studies, we have Professor K.R. Mbata, Acting Director, School of Interdisciplinary Research and Graduate Studies. And also, I would like to recognize the supervisors for our for our doctoral graduates, Dr. M. Sedio, Dr. P.K. Trichat, Dr. A.A. Ndo, Professor D.J. Heldenhuis, Professor R. Stein, Dr. T. Musala. I would also like to recognize our Cape Town stakeholders, particularly the Regional Student Representative Council leadership present, and also members of our alumni. I would also like, ladies and gentlemen, to recognize the hard work and support provided by our administrative staff for making this occasion possible, and these are colleagues from the Graduations Division, the Department of Institutional Advancement, Multimedia Services, Operations Facilities, including Security and Protection Services, and the Department of Human Resources, the Employee and Wellness Unit. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor to stand before you today on this occasion to acknowledge and to celebrate not only a milestone of academic achievement, but a rite of passage into leadership, service, and transformation. You have persevered through long nights of studying, complex modules, very tight deadlines, sometimes failing a module, and pulling yourself together again and repeating that module against your wishes, but because you had a goal, you had to continue. Sometimes you have had frustration with the Invigilator app, and there was one thing or the other, and then you still had to deal with it and move on. You have also been studying while raising children and your families, overcoming personal hardships, sometimes ill health. You miss a semester, but you continue again in the next semester. Or you have been studying while you are working. If you don't have a job, hustling, trying to do this and that. Even if, sometimes you get something, sometimes you don't get something. And you're thinking, oh, how am I going to pay my fees? But you kept on moving. Especially now during uncertain times of unemployment. Today, it's your day that you have been waiting for. That dawn has broken. You are here. Today, your name is not only in the graduation program, but in the unfolding story of South Africa's future and the South Africa and the continent that we want. Today, you stand at the peak of a new chapter, ready to make your mark and our motherland, the continent, and the world proud. Ladies and gentlemen, before I go too far, let's give our graduates and diplomats a warm round of applause. This is not only your achievement, but the culmination of the support and sacrifice made by your families seated on the other side of the room, friends and academic mentors. We honor and thank you for the unwavering support. Can we please give them a round of applause for them? Together with the collaboration of families and dedicated professionals, we have come this far to ensure that every student receives the support they need to thrive academically and personally. Let us give a round of applause to our academics, our mentors who have supported our students. The University of South Africa has been intentional in implementing several initiatives aimed at fostering great student success. Through our revised 2030 strategy, we have prioritized student support by dedicating a strategic pillar which specifically seeks to address any learning challenges that our students might be experiencing. We have a number of programs. One of those programs is the Student Retention Unit, which helps our first-year entering students to settle in the mode of education that we have, particularly to help them in adapting in distance education. It is not an easy task. Also, we have other programs that help us to design our curriculum, and that is done by the Directorate of Curriculum Development and Transformation to make sure that our distance learning institutions are aligned with that mode of learning. Also, we have the counseling and career guidance, which help our students with all kind of support from choosing the measures that they want, and also to keep them mentally well as they traverse the space of learning. We also have the business intelligence platform, what we call the Unitelligence, that assists us in profiling and tracking our students to make sure that we know who our students are and where they are located, and what kind of support can we give them. We are intentional in leveraging cutting-edge technologies such as artificial intelligence, cloud computing, and advanced analytics to address some of the society's most critical challenges. Building on this strong foundation, we are developing the UNISA Impact Stories platform, a future-focused initiative that will allow us to tell our stories of change on a global stage. Through these efforts, UNISA continues to position itself as a leader in innovation, engagement, and sustainable development, proving that the power of education, when coupled with technology and purpose, can truly transform the world. Here in the Western Cape region, with more than 66,000 students registered, UNISA's footprint is not just academic, it's informative. And it supports communities, and you can think of all the communities from Mitchell's Plain to Cape Flats to Belleville. We look to we look into it's not for only learning, but also to provide leadership for such communities. Your graduation is going to provide that support even to Langa, Kaelicha, just to name a few. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, let me welcome you to this occasion of your ceremony. Let us sit back and relax and celebrate this occasion. You have come far and it is worth celebrating. I thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me to welcome Professor T.D. Mashao to deliver the Chancellor's address on behalf of His Excellency, Dr. Thabo Mbeki, who is the Chancellor of the University. Over to you, Prof. Mashao.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, Dr. MP Mulapo, esteemed guests, graduates, diplomandi, and colleagues, I want to thank the Acting Vice-Chancellor for this opportunity to be able to deliver the Chancellor's address. And let me acknowledge the leadership of the Principal and Vice-Chancellor, Professor Puleng Kabula, and stand in the protocol that has already been established by the Acting Vice-Chancellor. The Chancellor's address this afternoon is entitled Education as a Tool for Development and Sustainability. The world is divided into developed, developing, and underdeveloped countries. It's divided into the haves and the have-nots. Between those in the mainstream economies of our countries and those in the margins. At the core of this division that we experience day in, day out is nothing but #struggles. We struggle for quality life, quality health, quality politics, quality relations, quality spiritualities, and quality education, among others. And indeed, humanity is under attack. If it's not poverty, it's unemployment. If it's not gender-based violence and femicide, it's global wars in Africa, in the Middle East, and in Europe, among others. The attack is also coming from the side of the onslaught in the face of artificial intelligence, in the face of fourth or fifth industrial revolutions. Robots are taking over the work that used to be done by human beings, including cleaning, cooking, and in some quarters, they are even becoming partners to human beings. Where does our help come from? My submission this afternoon, as we celebrate all of you who have achieved your feat in education, is that we can only turn the tide against the attack. We can only turn the tide against the growing divisions that we are experiencing daily of those who have and those who do not have, by continuing to use education as a tool for development and sustainability. We should therefore continue to invest in education, and as a country will never go wrong, as a continent will never go wrong, as a global community will never go wrong. And yes, I'm aware that there are those among us who are saying education is becoming somehow useless in some quarters. You go to a classroom and ask a learner as to what they want to become when they finish their studies. You'll be shocked to discover different, diverse responses. And high on the list, you will hear of children who want to become #gangsters, #traffic officers, #pastors, because it's one of those professions where you can operate without a license or a qualification. You just wake up and tell everyone that you are called, and then they will give you a platform to address them. Others will want to become politicians because they've realized that when you do politics as a career, you are able to amass a lot of money from other people in the form of kickbacks. Others opt for gambling, lotto, and I guess you're not going to ask me the numbers when we leave this podium. And of course, we are a generation of quick fixes. We opt for noodles instead of a homemade meal. Hence, we talk about, in this era, McDonaldization of our economy. And yes, I still insist, education. What kind of education? Of course, when you check in our societies, you will see a lot of graduates who are carrying posters, unemployed, employ me. What we need is, and that's my submission, transformative education. In his pedagogy of the oppressed, Paulo Freire captures this as follows, I quote, "Education either functions as an instrument which is used to facilitate integration of younger generation into the logic of the present system and bring about conformity, or it becomes the practice of freedom." the means by which men and women deal critically and creatively with reality and discover how to participate in the transformation of their world. I opt for the latter. Education must help us to defy the day-to-day norms. It must help us to reimagine the future full of opportunities and possibilities. But what is required, even in our country, is the many General Mukwanazis of this world who dare speak truth to the powers that be, even when you speak the truth from the belly of the beast. I'm inspired by two stories. The first one is that of Thomas Sankara, who, when driving change in Burkina Faso, he would have said, if you are to achieve any level of change in any given environment, you have to have some level of madness. We must be mad enough to say enough is enough. And the second story is that of Jesus of Nazareth, who, when he entered the temple court, he discovered many who were playing lotto, doing business in the house of the Lord. He hopped mad, took a whip, flipped the tables, and whipped those who were playing lotto in the church. That's the kind of transformative agenda we need to embrace moving forward. And if I were to give you a few lines in terms of the kind of transformative education I'm talking about, 4 issues. 1, education beyond employability. We now need to talk about entrepreneurship. As and when you leave UNISA, you mustn't be thinking, now I have a card to be employed by somebody. Go and start employment for others. 2, education, that which is rooted deeply in the rich African tapestry of African knowledges, epistemologies, like in the case of Esther Mahlangu, whose art is deeply infused and embedded in mathematics, in the artwork that she has done. Hence, UNISA would have also honored her with a doctorate honoris. 3, education that is responsive to the national and global imperatives, such as the National Development Agenda, UN Sustainable Development Goals, and Africa Agenda, the Africa We Want, 2063. 4, education that speaks to the jobs of the future, for the world is full of possibilities. In conclusion, it will be too early to applaud you until we are able to harvest the return of investment on you. The gist of it is captured by Nelson Mandela when he said, education, and I quote, is the great engine of personal development. It is through education that the daughter of a peasant can become a doctor, that of the son of a mine worker can become the head of a mine, that a child of a farm worker can become the president of the great nation. It is what we make out of what we have, not what we are given, that separates one person from another. And therefore, if ours is transformative education, it will only be seen in what we do in transforming our immediate environment. It was Stephen Bantu Biko who said, when rebuking the colleagues in the fraternity of ministry, he said, and I quote, "God is not in the business of coming down. Every day human beings have challenges. And therefore ours is not to be praying. Ours is to be in the field, doing what we need to do to change our environment." Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prof. Mashao, for your insightful presentation that speaks to the foundation of education and the importance of society to invest in education to deal with all sorts of difficulties that we have in life, the struggles that we have in the quality of life, in health, in the relationships, in politics, and all that affect humanity, including the gender-based violence. You also emphasize the importance that university can transform the world, and for us, or you as graduates or graduates, to transform or reimagine the future and possibilities of how we can make the world a better place. And also encouraging you to link your education with employability, to be the creators of employment rather than waiting to be employed, amongst a list of many other things. Thank you very much, Professor Mashao, for your delivery. Can we please give him a round of applause for that? Ladies and gentlemen, I think we can now start with the ceremony. And before we start with the conferment of degrees and diplomas, may I kindly request you not to leave the hall before the end of the ceremony. We would like to make sure that all our graduates and diplomats seated here enjoy the audience that we have from the first student or graduate who will be getting the degree up to the last one. So we plead with you not to leave the hall until the ceremony is done. Also, I would like to request you to put your cell phones on a silent mode so that the ceremony is not disrupted in any way. You may be interested to snap a shot there for the loved ones, but please keep the phones on a silent mode. By virtue of the powers entrusted to me, I shall now proceed to confer degrees and diplomas of the university on the candidates whose names appear in the program, and I request the representatives of the college to present the candidates to me. Over to you, colleagues. Thank you.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Aranza Dedri Bernard for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Her supervisor, Dr. M. Sidio is not here, and now it's my honor to read her citation. In her thesis entitled, Experiences of Grade 12 Educators with Integration of ICT Tools in Teaching Life Sciences Curriculum During COVID-19 Pandemic, a case of Central Karoo District Schools in South Africa. Barnard found ICT tools enhance the teaching and learning not only in life sciences, but across the curriculum during COVID-19, as educators and learners were unable to use cell phones due to load shedding and the lack of connectivity. The most common strategy during the time was teaching life sciences was through WhatsApp ICT integration. Through WhatsApp ICT integration can be enhanced by educator collaboration, mentoring, and infrastructure enabling digital learning. Madam Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Arantxa Deidre Barnard the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Arantxa Deidre Barnard.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Charlton Dalman Groenewald, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. He was supervised by Dr. Trichard, who couldn't join us today, and now I am honored to read his citation. In his thesis entitled, Stakeholder Involvement in the Writing and Implementation of an Effective School Discipline Policy in Southern Cape Primary Schools, he examines how collaborative stakeholder engagement contributes to the development and implementation of effective school discipline policies. Through a qualitative investigation involving school principals, teachers, school governing body members, business leaders, and clergy, he identifies significant gaps in current disciplinary frameworks and proposes a structured and participatory approach to policy formulation. His study culminates in the creation of the Groenewald Policy Development and Evaluation Framework, GPDEF, an evidence-based model designed to guide schools in writing, implementing, and monitoring inclusive discipline policies. His work makes a valuable contribution to education management by strengthening participatory leadership, accountability, and school discipline practices in South African primary schools. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Charlton Dalman Groenewald the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Charlton Dalman Groenewald.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Catherine Bonzai for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. On behalf of her supervisors, Prof. M.S. Ngwenya and Dr. A.A. Ndou, I will read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree. In her thesis entitled Assessing the Level of Financial Literacy on Higher Certificate Students in Economic and Management Sciences at a public distance education university in South Africa, she focuses on students registered for a higher certificate in the College of Economic and Management Sciences at the University of South Africa. She empirically demonstrates that financial literacy among higher certificate students is at a moderate level. This may be influenced by several demographic factors such as age, employment status, gender, income, and income levels. She makes a valuable contribution to the body of knowledge in the field of financial literacy by proposing a financial literacy model, making it more responsive to the realities of open and distance learning students. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Catherine Bonzai the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Catherine Bonzai.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Lizelle King for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. On behalf of her supervisor, Prof. DJ Geldenhuys, it is now my privilege to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree. In her thesis entitled The Development and Testing of an Integrated Neuroscience Coaching Framework for Transformational Leadership, she developed an integrated coaching framework based on neuroscience. She also tested the framework for its impact on transformational leadership development using interactive qualitative analysis. Findings showed that the framework supported personal and professional transformation and enhancement of leadership skills. It produced a constructive and positive outcome for all participants, with an enrichment in the homeostatic balance of basic psychological needs through the enhanced functioning of the three operating neural systems. The integrated coaching framework contributes to coaching and leadership theory, as well as illuminating the valuable benefit of applied neuroscience in organizational context. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Lizelle King the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Lizelle King.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Delpha Matete Lerutla, the degree of Doctor of Business Leadership. I request her supervisor, Prof. Renir Stein, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In a thesis entitled Towards the Conceptualization of African Business Leadership and Its Effectiveness, she conceptualizes African business leadership and tests a set of distinct behaviors and assesses its effectiveness. She showed that despite challenges such as developmental gaps and corruption, African business leadership as a distinct set of behaviors demonstrate effectiveness on par with established international leadership approaches. The findings reveal African business leadership as a unique blend of humanity, hope, and entrepreneurship, and underscores the complexity of African leadership. By positioning cultural values alongside globally recognized leadership traits, the study advances a nuanced framework of understanding African business leadership and its effectiveness. The thesis, theoretical diversity, a mixed method approach, and unique insights that deepen the understanding of African business leadership and guide its implementation.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Delpha Matete Lerutla the degree of Doctor of Business Leadership.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Business Leadership on Delpha Matete Lerutla.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Maselachanye Petros Machi, the degree of Doctor of Business Leadership. I request his supervisor, Dr. T. Mosala, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree. In the absence of Dr. Mosala, I will now proceed to read the citation. This DBL report process framework for evaluating the performance of projects implemented through public-private partnership arrangements is validated as meeting UNISA's academic requirements. The study demonstrates originality in its integrated six-pillar framework, offering a comprehensive lens to assess private-public partnership project performance beyond conventional models. Its methodological rigor, alignment with existing literature, and emphasis on life cycle variability ensure both theoretical and practical relevance. The report contributes to scholarly discourse while providing actionable insights for policymakers and practitioners in infrastructure development overall. Overall, the framework, the work reflects academic integrity, coherence, and value, and is therefore validated as a credible scholarly submission. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Maselekganye Petros Machi the degree of Doctor of Business Leadership.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Business Leadership on Maselekganye Petros Machi.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Master of Education. Ishara Devi Kubla. Tamika Jade D. Araujo.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Master of Commerce. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Adri Samantha Africa obtains the degree with distinction. Elmarie Bestman. Dala Dibier. Johanna Tefu.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Master of Arts. Leslie Brown, degree obtained with distinction. Signo Sitembele Hamans.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Beauty Gande received the degree of Master of Consumer Sciences. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Baron Frederick Smith received the degree of Master of Sciences.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Chipiwa Oma Madilindi receives the degree of Master of Arts in the College of Law. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Nontobeko Zondi receives the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honors in the College of Law.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Nonjabulo Mtwa received the degree of Bachelor of Science Honors in the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honors. Rosane Josias. Pumeza Patricia Stimmel.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Siputolo Sisusa receives the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Honors. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Administration Honors. Andiswa Magika, the degree was obtained with distinction. Andisa. Veronique Clarika Peterson.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Bulelwa Vivian Bongosa receives the degree of Bachelor of Education Honors. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Education. Kaylin Sarah Lawrence. Andine Lihani Suzanne Abrahams. Jamie Lee Bezaidenholt. Soraya DeFries. Ethan Chauvin Festus. Leron Kala Foster. Marik Fori. Shana Erin Ganga. Dutro Heaviside. Aisha Jacobs. Melandre Laboskachne. Sisipo Lele. Give a smile. Wonderful. Congratulations. Nelly Swa Makungwana. Melanie Alretha Matiwani. Lorna Kaziana. Shanae Louis Stradom. Lena Chantel Tala. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Rano Jack Theron receives the degree with distinction. Anthea Susan Abrahams. Soraya Smith. Johannes Gerhardus Gieldenhuis. Tandazile Machali. A big smile. Bianca Ntlanganiso.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Administration. Sonika Jane Aploon. Janine Patricia Stein. Ashlyn van der Poel. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration. Luvuyo Eric Kobo. Zimkita Nukwa. Anneke Visser. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Ashton Alexander Ashley April. Felicia Jessica Hansen. Colin Roberto Michaels. Renee Colleen Swart. Willem Valsa. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Nasira A. Hazen obtains the degree with distinction. Cheswin David Alkster. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Ambrose Lee Beneke obtains the degree with distinction. Salima Burnodin. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Helen Lois Boyson receives the degree with distinction. Andonique Bretz. Amelia Suzelle Carstens. Sean Clarence Cobb. Shadine Megan Cornelius. Cindy Davidson. Tian Rezim Aruzd Duplessis. Rafik Edwards. Alexis Tanya Fernandez. Majida Gabia. Lyle Keithan Harding. Colleen Susan Haycock. Cherise Alicia Hector. Brenda Hove. Diandi Jacobs. Nicholas Jim. Paula Elizabeth Johnson. Michelle Lang. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Stephen Hugen Lagrange obtains the degree with distinction. Dumoloetu Magalakanka. Nomatlubi Anastasia Maketa. Nancy Tsitsi Manyowa. Nangamso Mapongwana. Lindelwa Petunia Matole. Mkolisi Christopher Mbani. Sinovuyo Mteteleli Mosi. Kidiboni Rebecca Mutswere. Isam Oluna Mchengu. Dadirai Monica Mutlanga. Tashika Tara Nitling. Jana Nell. Tuan Elofs. Ismail Parker. Shirei Pitt. Ambrose Linsley Plaikis. Quinique Plaikis. Unati Judy Rawana. Leonie Judy Roman. Zainal Shrim. Michael Melin Sibres. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Nadine Samantha Saliman obtains the degree with distinction. Celesta Teblanche. Kimberly van der Berg. Amanda van Niekerk.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the Bachelor of Accounting Sciences. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, we start off on a high note. Joshua Luke Baudet obtained degree with distinction. Tracy Lee Bonzair. Megan Eloise Diamonds. Elizabeth Stella Kange. Victor Conradi Lemons. Limos. Lolutando Rosalind Majola. Solidarity Manyewu. Kevin Myburg. And lastly, Neziswa Sikriti.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Laws. Leola Joy Chesri Abrahams. Nawal Adams. Bianca Embral. Brian Adson. Yusra Badin. Karin Bernard. Shumone Chanel Biekes. Rais Ahmed Bray. Jade Lindsay Cable. Nana Kofi Adam Danso. Scarlett Jessica Economo. Jamie Michaela Edwards. Muhammad Tariq Extien. Rubin Daniel Fisher. Nitli Nolin Khartse. Kelin Hueman. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Deshni Govender obtained the degree with distinction. Nikta Gillian Govender. Abraham Johannes Lucas Grief. Sune Hekla. Mishwin Alzibian Herman. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Nizam Heske obtained the degree with distinction. Lucien Wayne Yars. Nelisa Jada. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Robin Kennedy obtained the degree with distinction. Henrik Klassen. Edward Thomas Kruger. Yoke Kuiper. Kayla Anastasia Lee. Jared Frank Loof. Rueda Lottering. Jesse William Lucas. Virajay Kumar Rajendra Maisuria. Avi Wem Zamdaka. Siviwe Maqubu. Grant Peter Marais. Ngwana Makwetle Rineile Mashavela. Naledi Shirley Mituko. Samkelesiwe Mguduka. Busisiwe Mthala. Michaela Lisa Munich. Maraji Samuel Naik. Patricia Sarah Ndologoma. Sizinikiwe Kweza. Lindiwe Magdalene Ntsabo. Daniel Dereshi Sydney October. Nico Mabasa. Bradley Robert Scott Panaito. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Godwin Clark Pengel obtained the degree with distinction. Stephen Arnold Peterson. Peter Hermanas Peters. Yagastri Pillay. Ziyanda Ngonde. Ricardo Chevin Riggs. Jamlie Jacqueline Samuels. Alexander Michael Stark. Carly Stephen. Kolani Tatsi. Zenid Teladia. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Yakin Thomas obtained the degree with distinction. Vuyiswa Precious Valashia. Tikizwa Valencia Velem. Mbali Vezi. Elsmarie Volshenk. Karen Michelle Weber. Amy will go by. Jose Vedboy. Lieutenant Jadley Vedboy. Renee Volfat. Siposethu Zihlangu. Tozama Zondani. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts in the College of Law. Tamara Andrews. Colleen James Bali. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Philemon Bly obtained the degree with distinction. Zuzeka Petunia Dotwana. Lucretia Jason. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Tara Zelna Case obtained the degree with distinction. Rufuno Talent Majova. Israel Martin. Bongani Joni Mbopa. Khululekani Lawrence Ndlovu. Jessica Rebecca Olivier. Fumanisile Taki. Asanda Chaisa. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Commerce in the College of Law. Sinazo Dlakela. Ashley Megan Hendricks. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Grace Ann Kinston obtained the degree with distinction. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Owen Mento obtained the degree with distinction. Ntsikelelo Albert Nkomo. Robin Chantel Pekri. Ali Kwadaye. Clinton Enrico Wolfkopf. Nontsikelelo Zekevu.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of... Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Science in the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences. Kim October. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Consumer Science. Lwandile Faniso. Nelani Elise Fanzeyo. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Benjamin van Breitenbeck. Timothy Alexandra Europa. Priscilla Francisca Matumba. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Yusra Nazir obtains the degree with distinction. Liam Desmond Safia.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree, Bachelor of Social Work. Drazine Sumaria Shivon Adams. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree Bachelor of Information Sciences. Malrisha Dorothy Williams. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree. Yeah. Okay, it's Kanya Gildenwa. Keketsu Kenneth Malase. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree Bachelor of Arts in Nursing. Ntombifu Princess Dlamini. Sezeka Gojo. Makiria Mbiza. Sharon Naidu. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor Nicola Oakes receives the degree with distinction. Well done. Heberdine Bernadine Petrus. Jenny Geil Plaatjies. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree Bachelor of Arts. Danica Bosch. Sandra Louise Oliver Fritz. Carmelita Rose Barron. Jamie Lee Brandy Brits. Sonique Kristen Kluter. Alexandra Kelly Duncan. Madam Vice-Chancellor, Caitlin Lorette Duprier receives the degree with distinction. Ifive Fatela. Jordan Michaela George. Sadiqa Ismail. Shashan Lee Job. Chanel Willeen Lean. Tyler Jean LaRue. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, Storm Sloan Meredith receives the degree with distinction. Daniel Nicole Mooney. Judith Helengwe Muna. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, Pfeiffer Ann Neal receives the degree with distinction. Michaela Alexandra Patterson. Christelle Retief. Mal Smith. Anushia Sancha Titus. Mark Anthony Williams. Denise Woodman. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, Semi Yield receives the degree with distinction. Hassanain Abdullah. Asad Abrams. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, Jordan Bester receives the degree with distinction. Lyle Rupert Breda. Lynn Carr. Jason Julius Philip Clayton. Natalie Duploy. Anrich de Toy. Natasha Bernadine Erasmus. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, Chantal Fourie receives the degree with distinction. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, Hannah Ashley Gerber receives the degree with distinction. Mzwandile Daiker Honono. Tariq Kenny. Janice Aspeth Lee Kay. Zoliswa Albertina Lecci. Joy Angelica Maduna. Nkulebko Bill Mbokazi. Nkediswa Mgushelo. Manana Betty Mofokeng. Tammy D. Moni. Simone Michaela Moodley. Poitseko Perseverance Moselile. Noloiso Pandilwe. Noloiso Pandilwe. Gerhardus Jacobus Pretorius. Romano Daniel Skeppers. Martinique Scheffers. Sonbazwiswe Sibaka. Sonabise. Zara Solomon. Livuani Shadrach Tenga. Voyakazi Trom. Hugo Dylan van Zitters. Carly Fisagi.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the postgraduate diploma in the College of Accounting Sciences. Kyle Clive Jacobs. Is that it?
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the postgraduate diploma in the College of Economic and Management Sciences. Andisiwe Dikweni. Zivuya Delicious Kangale. Awonke Nkebe. Velisqua Piñana. Carmen Natasha Robinson.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the postgraduate diploma in the College of Education. Krista Petronella Adendorf. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, Pilisiwe Ntimkolo obtained the diploma with distinction. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, Abigail Roslyn receives the diploma with distinction.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the postgraduate diploma in the Graduate School of Business Leadership. Mhlobo Ernest Dudumashe.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the diploma in the College of Human Sciences. Kirtley Ahmed. Noxolo Samantha Daniels. Quinchele Cameron Yonkers. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Anita Mruebi receives the diploma with distinction. Nyoela Ntumbeni. Nolusinde Su Sifuba. Zizipo Silosine. Sesethu Asive Vumti.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Ernst Sizwe Njabulo Kuzwayo receives the diploma in the College of Science, Engineering and Technology.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the diploma in the College of Law. Letitia Shirel Arens. Yoliswa Maureen Pikani. Elsie Priscilla Blake. Shanae Susan Sister. Sidwill Elroy de Goker. Uleti Jongile. Donovan James Kaske. Noli Talewela. Fergus Malcolm Murphy. Nengile Ndlovu. Yamkela Ngweteni. Cheryl Linus October. Carla Suen Petros. Nontlandla Precious Sibia. Bongani Wonderboy Tabete.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the diploma in the College of Economic and Management Sciences. Sibusiso Bartman. Roxanne Judine Hendricks. Giovanni Benito Jacobs. Sharika Yodan, diploma obtained with distinction. Smangele Dorcas Kumalo. Rilibohile Mbele. Iferentia Missenheimer. Charlene Meyer. Sisinyana Mary Moketwane. Sorry. Lusanda Ntlombeni. Carlin Papia. Lee Justine Rashubola. Anati Sem. Congrats. Lwandekazi Sibongile Singoto. Kesley Ruth Eitlender. Madam Vice Chancellor, Ntombostolo Sylvia Sikulu receives the National Diploma.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received a diploma in the College of Accounting Sciences. Marley Berger. Muriegi Lily Khatla. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, to conclude the Cape Town Spring graduations for 2025, I present to you the showstopper, Nozoko Ruth Zodani.
Halala, class of 2024, halala, 2025, halala. I haven't seen the evidence yet. And when you walked in, I saw cell phones and empty hands. Can I see something that you just received now? Please stand up. Let's give a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, congratulations. Please sit down. I don't know what to say. I am so excited that you have crossed this path. I feel like I own you, but I'm afraid of the people sitting that side. They might fight me and say, why do you suddenly own them? But you know, we are all so excited with this achievement. I heard someone say, hey, baby, that's my baby. I've heard all sorts of things. I won't mention all of them. So we are also excited. And I really, really congratulate you once more for this important achievement. And can we just get another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? This is for all of you who have just graduated, and the support from families and the support from our academics who are seated here. As we reflect on your time at UNISA, you must acknowledge the invaluable lessons that you have learned, not only in your chosen fields of study, but also in the realm of your personal growth and development. UNISA has not only equipped you with the knowledge, skills, and competencies necessary to excel in your respective fields, but it has also instilled in you a set of values that will guide as you navigate the complexities of life beyond these walls of this graduation venue. One of the most important lessons that you have learned at UNISA is the importance of making a difference in society. And I think our Chancellor's address emphasized the importance of the foundation of education and how it can address all the challenges that we are facing in our continent of Africa. And with this education, I really encourage you to work for our people. It's not your degree alone, it is for you to go and serve. And you must love our country and love our continent enough to work very hard for it. This is all we have, this is our continent, and we must work for its people and uplift them. As you live here today, I also want you to have a sense of pride that you have graduated from the largest in Africa and oldest comprehensive open distance e-learning institution in the world, which has graduated world leaders for the past 152 years. That, ladies and gentlemen, comes with years and years of experience that you cannot get it anywhere else in the world. Now, with these graduations, you have joined that pedigree of African leaders, and we expect only the best from you. We love what you have achieved, we love what you have done, and we envision a great future in you, and we want to continue having that sense of pride when we reflect on you as our alumni or as our former students. You make part of over 50,000, I think we have now reached 60,000 graduates that UNISA produces annually, and you will contribute significantly to our mission of driving economic development and to foster a socially just society. Today, as we celebrate your achievements, we also acknowledge the significance of your role as ambassadors of this esteemed institution. We are going to let you go with the knowledge that being these ambassadors of this institution, you will represent us very well wherever you go. We urge you to embody the values of graduateness. Graduateness is a term for UNISA that entails dedication, service, innovation, and good ethical conduct and leadership, and to be agents of positive change in your communities and beyond. Following good ethical principles and conduct in all you do, either as a student or in the world of work, it is very, very critical, because you being a UNISA graduate reflects on our institutional values. Do not get involved in any form of corrupt activities. They will not only tarnish your name, but they will also tarnish the name of your family, and they will also tarnish the name of the institution where you have graduated, and even the place of work where you are. All these achievements that you got today, they will just go down the drain, because your name will be put in the list of books that nobody wants to even look at. And when something is not meant for you and is very enticing, and you see so many opportunities that if I get that thing, I will buy a house, I will buy I don't know how many houses and Lamborghinis. If it's not yours, it's not yours. Look the other way. You are the mirror of our university, and you will be judged accordingly. When you do good, people will always celebrate the good that you do in society. And they would also be eager to know, who is this person and where does she come from, or where does he come from? When you do bad things in society, people will reflect to say, who are you? They will start Googling you to see where you graduated from and wanting to know more about you, and also the horrible things that you are doing, and even taking things away from our people so that you can make yourself comfortable. As UNISA graduates, you must strive to display unwavering integrity in everything you do, resisting the temptation of unethical behavior at every turn. UNISA has empowered you to think critically, to challenge the status quo, and to lead by example. And leading by example meaning good things. We shouldn't follow what was raised, the concerns that was raised in the Chancellor's address, that young people have, of this generation, have learned wrong things. They want quick fixes, going into gangsterism, and, going into politics for wrong things. We have to erase all those things, and I hope out of this ceremony, you will be that generation that will change this course. As you embark on this new chapter, embrace your roles as leaders with courage, with conviction, and humility, knowing that the decisions that you make today will shape the world of tomorrow. So you have a huge responsibility as a leader. You have to think before you leap. The decisions that you take will either make or break our society. You must also have pride that you have graduated from this very important institution, which has made impactful publications, both locally and internationally. UNISA's total publication output, when compared with other universities, it has increased by 18.8% between 2022 and 2023, and that has moved us from position 8th to the 6th. And we have progressed very well, considering that about 5 years ago, almost, we were on the 13th position. Now we are in the top 10, and we will get to the top 5. And we are also aiming for the top 3. Just watch the space. UNISA also, recently we just celebrated a remarkable and groundbreaking milestone with over 100 patents granted for inventions in the STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics from its ongoing research and development efforts. Since the establishment of the Directorate of Innovation, Technology Transfer and Commercialization in 2012, the university has worked closely with both staff and students to transform fresh ideas into protected technologies. Amongst these patents that were granted, UNISA achieved a milestone in the production of nanofluids by radiolysis, which paves the way for innovation in cooling systems, energy, automotive, and biomedical applications. I do not have any doubt that the synopsis of the thesis that we had this morning from our doctoral graduates do have groundbreaking work, and we will see the future of the implementations of the work that came out of this research. I heard about a number of frameworks that have been developed and also being named, one of which being the Grunewald framework, and then nanoscience framework, and I can't remember all of them, but just a few. I see many frameworks that will uplift society. Thank you very much. And we are not only ranked locally, but we are also ranked by the prestigious and several global ranking organizations. And these global organizations, in their nature, do have created matrices that rank according to contact universities. But we are not a contact university. We are an open distance e-learning institution. But we are not sitting back. We are fighting to be ranked equally, but we are not there yet. But we go into those rankings knowing very well that these matrices do not favor us. And mainly because when you look at the enrollment of our students, which is close to 400,000 students, you can only imagine the student-lecturer ratio is quite vast compared to contact universities. However, we continue to put our name there, to submit our data as it is, and we are ranked and we are moving up as an open distance e-learning institution. For instance, we have been ranked highly by a prestigious 2025 academic ranking of world universities, also known as the Shanghai ranking, which only publish the top 1,000 universities worldwide. UNISA is one of them. UNISA means it's in the top 2.4 to 3.4% worldwide. The 2025 Center for World Universities ranked UNISA in the top 6 of the 20,966 universities. UNISA is also proud to be a participant in the Times Higher Education Impact Rankings, a global benchmark measuring universities' contributions to the Sustainable Development Goals. This year, UNISA once again demonstrated its strength in areas such as quality education. So you are coming out of the good hands. Gender equality, decent work and economic growth, and climate action. So I know when you leave, you will follow suit, following the image of your institution. This is not just a ranking, it's a reflection of our collective efforts to align teaching, research, and engagement with both the SDGs and Agenda 2063, Africa's blueprint for a prosperous and inclusive continent, so that we can build the Africa that we want. As graduates, the world is waiting for your talents, your ideas, innovation, and your leadership. South Africa, like much of the world, faces immense challenges, and with the knowledge and skills that you have acquired, I have no doubt that you are more than prepared to deal with these challenges head-on. As graduates in various fields, you are uniquely positioned to contribute to addressing some of the most pressing challenges that South Africa faces today. The graduates in education, you carry the future in your classrooms, shaping minds that will build the South Africa of tomorrow. You have the power to transform this landscape by inspiring young minds, fostering critical thinking, and cultivating a culture of learning that will break the cycle of poverty. As human scientists, you hold the key to restoring our humanity, healing trauma, and building communities of peace and a country free of crime. As lawyers, you must defend justice, safeguard democracy, and ensure that the law works for all, not only for the privileged. You must protect the rights of the most underprivileged in our country. As scientists and engineers, you are called to solve our energy crisis, our infrastructure gaps, and to innovate with integrity. As economists and managers, you must design an economy that is not only productive, but also inclusive, and fight the suffering that our people are undergoing. As agriculturists, you are the custodians of food security in a time of climate uncertainty. The recent developments in Cape Town remind us why your role as graduates is so critical. Environmental stewardship initiatives like the Junior River Warden Program are nurturing a culture of care for our natural spaces. At the same time, delays in water resilience projects, service delivery protests in Kaelicha, and high youth unemployment highlight urgent challenges that require innovative, ethical solutions. And these are even in the Chancellor's address, there was a call for you to create employment, not to wait. The Western Cape, and indeed the country, needs graduates who are willing to turn knowledge into action. Each of these fields that I have mentioned play a pivotal role in nation building. As we face socio-economic disparities, high unemployment, and the challenges of global competition, it is your knowledge and your fresh perspectives that will lead us forward. There's an African proverb that says, when the roots are deep, there is no reason to fear the wind. You have deep roots now in knowledge, in character, in resilience. The wind will blow, but it will never move you. So long as you are united and now you have grounded yourself with education, and nothing will move you. Let me also take this opportunity to encourage you to continue learning. Those of you who got your diplomas this afternoon, I encourage you to move on to the next level to get your bachelor's degree. You have crossed a hurdle, you can go on to the next one. And those who got bachelor's degree, you are prepared now to do your honors degree or your postgraduate diploma to bridge into your master's degree. And those of you who got a master's degree, you saw that with our colleagues in the red gowns there, it's possible to cross on over to the next level to do your doctoral studies. Can I ask our doctoral graduates to stand up? Let's give them a round of applause. It is possible to get to this level, and it's the same patience that you have exercised at the levels where you are that you will also apply on this one. You have struggled, you have written chapters, there were frustrations as you were writing, your supervisors or advisors would say this and that and you disagree, but you have arrived at this point. Congratulations once again. I would like to wish you well to be the best scholars the world has ever seen. I would like you to publish and produce the research outputs that continue to make UNISA proud and the country proud. And we want to see you in the world books of emeritus or the best professors that have with the inventions and the outputs. We will see the best in you, and I wish you the best. Go out into the world, not just to make a living, but to make a difference. You hold in your hands the key to change and transform. As you go forth, embrace the challenges that lie ahead with the same courage and determination that brought you here today. Remember, success is not final, and each achievement is the foundation of the next one. I salute you all, esteemed class of 2024 and 2025. Make a mark wherever you go and serve society with pure diligence and humility. Go and serve our people with pride and uplift our country and the continent, and I wish you all the best. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now officially the UNISA alumni. You have now become part of the illustrious cycle of excellence here at UNISA. And we are only expecting the best from you and the responsibility that comes with your role now. There are many things that you can do as an alumni of the university, and also the people who were in your class. You might know one or two people who did not make it this far. And there could be a number of reasons that they did not succeed or they are not sitting in this room. Maybe that's where you can start. Give them a helping hand. They might not have graduated, maybe because of ill health. Please give them some support. Or maybe because of financial difficulties or family difficulties, whatever is happening in their life, and you know someone, please give them a helping hand. And also, you can become a tutor here at UNISA to help other students who are coming behind you and see how you can help them to succeed. Those with financial capabilities can also contribute to UNISA so that we can be able to help students who have financial difficulties and are struggling to graduate. You find that they are left with 1 or 2 modules, but they are unable to cross over, maybe because of NSFAS challenges or maybe other challenges that we do not know. So if you want to donate, you can give a contribution to UNISA Bursary Fund using the online platform on www.unisa.ac.za and press the button Donate. Once again, congratulations for becoming part of #Circle of Excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, now we are coming to the conclusion of our ceremony. And after the announcement that I'm going to make, I would like you to rise to sing for the singing of the national anthem, the words of which are on page 24 of the program, and to remain standing after the anthem to enable me to dissolve the congregation. You are also requested to remain standing while the academic procession leaves the hall. Thank you very much. You are the best. By virtue of powers entrusted to me, I dissolve this congregation of the University of South Africa.